to my first Q&A of this vlog series. Today I am answering, 6 to 8 questions, depending on how long the legs last. My first one is from Ryan Lane. Ryan asks, which muscles are important to develop as an inline skater? And this answer is very easy. Because it's such a full workout when you're skating, you've got to equalize. You've got to train them all. Sure, it's very quad and glute driven, but if you're only working with your quads and glutes, you'll create imbalances in the tilt of the pelvis, power ratios that are dangerous. You could tear a hamstring if your quads are too jacked, but your hams are sad. So yeah, work with everything, I guess. If you're pressing for a skate-specific exercise, I love simple squats. Nice and deep, just a little deeper than my own knee. And I like to work with power, cycle up to my heaviest weight for 4, say 300 for 4, down to 225 for 8, down to 135 for 16, and then body weight for 32. And next, Amanda Brown asks, which bearings are your favorite and is fastest always best? Well, my favorite by far is twin cam rust-proof bearings. They can handle the dirt, they can handle the salt. I've got them in my Seba highs, and I think from the ones I got about a year ago, probably have 6 pairs in the works still. And we're off. Is faster always better? That's kind of an ambiguous question as far as intent. If you're asking, is ABEC rating always faster? No, because ABEC rating is done for a smooth load, like a conveyor belt or something. Once you concuss with your skates on, those ABEC ratings go right out the window, and they're only as fast as your build preserves. Maybe simpler, maybe you just wanted to know, is having faster wheels better? And for me, yes, it means I can maintain my energy longer, transfer my momentum over a greater period. But a lot of inline aggressive skaters will roll with 5s. They've got a lot of stuff coming up on them. They need time to think for their crazy shit. So most of the time, the faster the bearing, the better. Delta Blues says something really nice. I owe my ability to skate to your channel, and I'm wondering how you psych yourself into a skate without getting anxious. That's a real inside question. But first I have to address the first statement. You do not owe your ability to skate to me, Delta Blues. You owe it to yourself. I'm just a tool. I really like to see people pillaging YouTube for a variety of sources and creating for themselves a unique skater that's never existed before. As far as psyching myself up for a skate and not getting too anxious, I call that an inside question because it's something I deal with and everybody I know who skates deals with. The feeling of you're stepping onto the road with a little danger, the anticipation of doing things that you've done before or never done before. It's very easy to mistake excitement or anticipation for fear. While there should be a healthy amount of fear when you hit the streets, I think as you lace your skates up, your excitement and joy, for lack of a better word, should build. If I'm feeling a little bit of an adrenaline high and I'm a little bit shaky before I get on the roads, I will put my favorite skate playlist on. A, it's familiar, and B, it gets me hyped up and thinking about what lies ahead. Streetcar, I hate you. You are way too loud for me. He's a Christa, that's loud. So John Uppish comes up with this funny one, and I guess I can't blame him because I blame the skateboarders for a few things. He said, it's more of a comment by the way, I know you hate skateboards, but one day I want to see you try one. Maybe a longboard? And I have thought about skateboarding before. The first one I tried was that of an only child neighbor down the street who let me try it for 5 minutes, one of those little red plastic jobbies, and I wasn't very good at I've never thought of myself as somebody who would be good. I don't dream of myself as having a natural affinity, and maybe that's a really good reason to try. So I think I would stick with a little one and try some weird urban stuff, because I would suck, conventionally speaking. The next viewer's name is Etho the Minus Jomagat. Ethothalamus Minus Jomagat? I don't know if it's Latin or gamer. Anyways, his question is timely as I'm heading out onto this big long stretch where I can engage a regular stride. He asks, I can't remember, I have to use cue cards. Will you be adding 90mm or bigger wheels and frames to your collection? And I'm not really planning on adding bigger frames. As a vertically superior person when it comes to center of gravity, I prefer a shorter frame. I like it to be maneuverable and carvy. I don't have a big long stride that I need to maximize. I'm not doing marathons. It's pretty stop and start for me. So the short frame really is nice for pickup and stopping. However, I am very interested in these new three-wheelers with the short base. Power Slide makes them, and they've got like 90mm wheels, I think, maybe bigger, and about the same size frame as what I'm wearing here, which is just a little longer than a hockey frame. Another beautiful question, just so many great questions. I really could have done a lottery, and except for the spammers who asked the same question 5 times. Notice I didn't choose you. Yeah, I can't blame you for your vehemence, but I can't reward spam behavior. Hunter Lee asks, how do you deal with fear and have more confidence when trying new stunts? Fear to me really is just a lack of information, and I find that if I do my intel, it's pretty easy to demystify or write off a trick altogether. So what I like to do is I like to make the big small. And what I mean by that is, if there's something that I've been worried about, I'll try the lesser version of it and then see if I can't build up to it. I'll give you an example here. And today, it's a little bit wet, which is good because I'm forced into doing something that I've never tried before, taking this on a really steep angle here, and then try jumping right over again. So what I'll do is I will demystify by trying a line right beside it.
It's not a good board, it's a dead board.
That one is doable. I was way over it. So there you have it. Eliminate as much of the uncertainty as possible and wear knee pads. These are great. I always feel safe when I'm in these knee pads. And again, that might not be a great thing, but if you're going to be exceptional at anything, you have to fail a ton of times. And with inline skating, failure can sometimes be a little harsh. Derek Simmons asks, how often do you clean your bearings and how long does it last before they become sluggish? I clean my bearings, I think, once every 20 years, and it generally takes them about 7 months before I give up on them. What do I mean every 20 years? I mean, the last time I cleaned my bearings was the 90s. I like to think that when I skate regularly, I'm just burning that stuff down to fine particulate matter, and if it's in my wheels, it escapes. If it's on my wheels, it concusses off or something like that. And when my wheels become sluggish, it has nothing to do with lubrication and everything to do with build quality. I think anybody who's had one pair of skates for their lifetime has felt the tap shoes. When you move like this and you can hear a little bit of tapping, that's really what bothers me the most. So out of my twin cam rust-proof bearings, none became tap shoes in my first probably 6 months, and then only after ice skating and a lot of park skating did I replace them with a few others. JKD Productions asks, or first they tell me easy question, and then they ask, why do you love skating so much? And this is an easy question if I were allowed about an hour, but for a 30-second answer, I really can only say, more than the tricking and all that bullshit, it's about the mobility. On a boardwalk? Yes, on a boardwalk. Now I'm skating through a very dark tunnel, through apartment Geddon, next to a beautiful lake. Now I seem to have been transported to a wooded parkland. Oh, I do love my parkland. Of course, many a trail. And down the high street they'll bring me. I'm a pedestrian. Oh wait, I'm a driver. I'm a pedestrian. Still a pedestrian. And that is my first Q&A. Thank you very much for your questions. If I didn't answer your question in the video, I might just on the board because there were so many well-considered questions. Busy day at the rink. I'm gonna check it out later.